So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about one of my most highly anticipated films. It's finally going to make its debut on 4K shortly in the beginning of 2025. And what is that movie? Well, don't panic, because finally Panic Room is making its way to 4K. Let's talk about it. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JevMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JevMan316, and today we're talking Panic Room. That's one of my most highly anticipated movies. Not only have I been waiting for it on 4K, I've been waiting for it on Blu-ray, damn it. I mean, what I was showing you here at the beginning is the Superbit DVD. So,
say what?
You don't know what Superbit is? All right, let's talk about that. But before we do, make sure you join us usually Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. We do a live stream. And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do all that normal YouTube stuff. So let's get into the more discussion of Panic Room then. So I remember having this DVD of Panic Room back in the day, and it's from the Superbit line. You may recognize that logo at the bottom. And what is Superbit? Well, a lot of them you may recognize in these type of cases, these silver cases. They're basically slip covers. Man, back in the day, they had DVDs with slip covers. Look at that. And so, have the big Superbit logo on there. It was from, Sony, Colonio, TriStar, or whatever you want to call it. Usually, they're the ones that did it. And so, most notable, this was weird because Panic Room was one of the only 4K, only the one Superbits that I remember coming in like a thinner case. And so, in this one, it actually does still have a slip, though. And it comes out here. I'll show you the artwork. It's got a little booklet. I always liked it because, that had the track listings and stuff on there. Kind of like almost like a snapper. But this is one of my, like I said, one of my most anticipated movies coming out. I love it. It's directed by David Fincher. So, he's famous for Fight Club, Alien 3. No! Well, not so much, but, Zodiac, 7, and Panic Room. And so, like I said, that's one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite Jodie Foster films. This movie's got like a really good cast. I remember when I first watched it, it's got Jodie Foster as the mother, her daughter, Kristen Stewart, Forrest Whitaker, Dwight Yoakam, and Jared Leto play the bad guys in it. Now, I remember seeing the cast listing and was like, Dwight Yoakam, and I'll give him credit, after watching this, he's a pretty decent actor. Jared Leto's actually pretty good in this, but, to me, the main stars, Jodie Foster and Forrest Whitaker, what make the movie. It's rated R. I don't remember what's much in it. I mean, you guys remember? Must be some, there isn't much violence to it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's got some language in it that I don't remember. Because I do remember Jared Leto tended to go off the rails a little bit. His character used to get upset. But if you're not familiar with Panic Room, I think it's definitely worth watching. So I'll give you a brief description of the movie. Let's look like on Internet Movie Database, see what it says about it. Trapped in their New York brownstones panic room, a hidden chamber built as a sanctuary in the event of break-ins, newly divorced Meg Altman, that's played by Jodie Foster, and her daughter Sarah, Kristen Stewart, plays a deadly game of cat and mouse with 3 intruders. You get Forrest Whitaker, Dwight Yoakam, and Jared Leto during a brutal home invasion. But the room itself is the focal point because what the intruders really want is inside. And it's not Jodie Foster or her daughter. So it's kind of cool that they don't think there's anybody in the house, and they break in there and they're trying to get into the panic room. So, and then all hell breaks out. It's got a lot of tense scenes in it. I think the acting is excellent. It's got a lot of memorable moments in it that I don't want to spoil, but definitely worth watching if you haven't seen it. Definitely one of David Fincher's best films. But I just wanted to go into a little bit of detail on it because, like I said, I owned the super bit of it, and then I remember one day a couple years ago I was in the Goodwill, and I remember finding this other version of Panic Room that I didn't remember. Now, this is the special edition 3-disc set. It's not in the greatest shape. It's got a lot of dings on it. Now, the discs, though, are in excellent condition. And the reason this is memorable is, I'll tell you, when I first got this, I didn't remember how many discs were in the other Superbit set. And so this has actually got a disc that's got the feature on it, Disc 2 is special features, and Disc 3 is special features. Now, so one of the selling points of, I guess you could call it a selling point of a Superbit movie, if you looked at the little brochure that was inside of it, that's in most of them. How it works: Superbit DVDs utilizes a special high bit rate transfer process to encode movies at double the normal DVD bit rate. By converting the full physical space on the disc, Superbit DVD delivers the best picture quality. Basically what they do is they don't put any special features on it. And as you can see from the little photo there, let's see if I can show you guys what it looks like. So what they're basically bragging out is that when you can take that, the movie usually takes up maybe 2/3 of the disc, and then the other part of it is divided up with special features or added value and audio. And then on a Superbit, it's basically 3/4 of it is taken up by the movie and 1/4 of it is taken up by the audio. So it looks like the bit rate is like around 5, a little bit less than 5 on a regular DVD, and it's 8, I think, on a Superbit. So they literally, like, the compression is less, probably is a good way to think of it. And so there's nothing else on the disc other than the audio and the video. So with that being said, though, you do lose some content when you go to Superbit. So a lot of times they would include a second disc in for the special features. Now, Panic Room did not. So when I first got this Panic Room disc, I didn't think there would probably be any special features, released for the film. And little did I know, like when I bought that 3-disc set, that it's jam-packed with the special features. Now, the funny thing is, based on the press release that I read, that the Panic Room 4K, it doesn't look like it's going to have anything new if you end up with this 3-disc set. Because I'll read you the back contents of this. If you look at the special edition 3-disc set, disc 1 is obviously the movie, and it's got a commentary by Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, and Dwight Yoakam, and then a commentary by the writer. Then it's got disc 2 has got some pre-production featurettes and production featurettes. It's like 6 pre-productions and a regular production. An hour-long documentary also on the principal photography. Disc 3 has production, sequence breakdowns, and active look at the creation of the 4 separate scenes in the film. Post-production 21 mini documentaries. You got some on sound design, digital, intermediate, and other featurettes dealing with the post-production. A multi-angle look at the scoring session conducted by Howard Shore, plus a few surprises. Special features were produced by David Fincher. So there's 3 discs packed. Now what I did was, when I looked at the press release that they did for the 4K disc, I'll let you know what I saw on that. So I'll throw up the artwork here. I'm not super impressed with the cover artwork on Panic Room, but I'm not going to complain, because not only are we getting on Blu-ray, we're getting a 4K. So it looks like it's going to be a Steelbook with 4K, Blu-ray, and digital. It's the press release basically says, Sony Pictures Home Entertainment has officially announced the details of the 4K UHD release of David Fincher's Panic Room. It's going to be a limited edition 4K Steelbook. It's going to come out February 18, 2025. It says the claustrophobic thriller from David Fincher finally debuts on 4K. Blah, 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 the synopsis. So it looks like the disc 1 is the 4K HD with the feature and Dolby Atmos and English 5.1. Features plus special features are on the Blu-ray disc. You get the special features, the commentary with the director, same commentary with Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, and Dwight Yoakam. You get the same commentary with the writer. You get the pre-production featurettes. You get it looks like they're exactly the same all the way down to the post-production 21 documentaries and the hour-long documentary on the principal photography. So it's literally everything that's on this set transferred to the Blu-ray, and it's going to be on the Blu-ray disc with the 4K just having the movie. So I'm really still excited about it. I'm glad that they're finally releasing it. You obviously know, I think in January we're going to get 7. So looking forward to getting some of his movies finally, David Fincher, on 4K. So, but Panic Room would be like I said, a major upgrade, because even though it's Superbit, it was still DVD. So, but it was a really good quality disc. I mean, I've been happy with it, but it'd be finally good to see it in 4K. So, are you happy to see it? Let me put in the comments down below what's your favorite David Fincher movie. Do you like Panic Room? Let me know what you like or don't like about it. while you're down there, hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Hopefully you guys keep supporting me, and I'll keep making great content. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.